Barbados, we must never allow present circumstances to define our future. In the past, we were known for our strong and decisive leadership, our social, economic and political stability, and our well-educated and productive workforce. Who we become will depend on the vision and the focus we have. These series of videos will challenge us as a people to dig deep within and find our purpose. We are Refocusing Barbados.
Hello, this is Mac once again, and this is a special recording by Refocusing Barbados. After the very awful news yesterday of the downgrade by 3 notches by Moody's, it has caused me a lot of concern. I am worried from the point of view that at this time in our history, our country is facing a very, very difficult test. And the big problem that we are facing is that we do not have the requisite management and government to manage this economy the way it needs to be managed. And that's the reason why we are here. There's no doubt about it. But I'm here to talk to the private sector. We in the private sector, we have a special problem. Number one, we have nowhere to go. This is our home. This is our country. Most of us were born here. Our families are here. Our businesses are here. We have invested lots of capital, our life savings, some of us. And our children, more than anything else, which is really important aspect of this, are relying on us to stand up like men and women to represent them and to set a path for them that they can follow for years to come. And we cannot get up and relocate overnight. Some of us can't relocate at all. And what we can't do is even to conceive of it, think about it, it's out of the question. So we have a problem with the management of the economy. We also have a problem in that we have a bad economy. We have businesses that we can't relocate. We've invested time, we've invested our life savings, capital. So we are here for the long haul. So what do we do? For sure, we cannot rely on the poor that we have done before, because all the changes, the social changes, the political changes that have taken place in this country since 1937 have come through the poor. The poor people have stood up and said, we don't like this, we want to change, and they got to change. It is time now for the business community to take the lead in this. We cannot hide behind the poor people and ride on their backs anymore, because the poor people of this country are going through some of the most difficult times I have ever seen in my life. They are unable to pay their bills, they are unable to pay their mortgages, they are unable to feed their families, and they can't send school their children. and they're losing their jobs. So we as a business community, we can't hide behind them. We can't say, all right, let them go ahead and get the change that we require, and then we just walk in and everything is back to normal. We can't do it. We have to take the lead as a business community. It is incumbent upon us. It's a binding obligation that we hold hands with the people of this country to sort this problem out, because it's obvious that the government is incapable of doing it. We can't call for social partnership because it's a waste of time. We do not have a social problem. Yes, it can lead to social problems and significant social problems. What we have is an economic problem. And therefore, the business community is the best community, best group of persons to take the lead on this. See, what we really need is an effective leadership, and effective economic leadership at that. We cannot expect that what we're experiencing in our society to be resolved through talk. We cannot continue to talk our way out of this, because there are people in government who are not listening. And even if we give them a prescription by which they should be able to solve the problems, we have another problem. They don't understand what we're saying because the job is too big for them. They're lost. They're out to sea. So what are we going to do? We're going to sit back and be pretensive, and we're going to pretend that it will solve itself. We in the business community know that problems do not solve themselves. We as leaders, we know we have to find solutions to the problems. If we hire a manager and he isn't doing the job, very quickly we say, goodbye. That's what we say. We do not allow one person to pull a company down. We part ways, and we do it in the nicest way possible. We have a similar situation. It's time to part ways with the government because it's incapable of managing. And the thing is that among the business community, we know it because every day we talk about it. But we don't want talk, we need action. We have to say to this government, look, stop. Stop. You see, the danger, as you know, in the Moody's downgrade by 3 notches, that has entered dangerous territory. And I'm sure some of you, like me, are wondering what is next. I think we are not too far away from a devaluation. And a lot of you will have felt the same way. Either remove the government or face the possibility of a devaluation. And you don't want a devaluation because all your hard work is going to go up in smoke. All your hard work is going to go down the drain. So we got 16 men there idling on the job, sleeping on the job. Let's fire them. Let's fire them. We've got capable people in this country who can manage this economy. It is not a problem to find people to manage it. But we just need the resolve as a business community to make that decision to say, listen, that's it. No more. That's all we need is the resolve. Some of us call it the guts. Yes, that's what it is. This whole thing has to be understood within the context that we as a business community, we have to stop being selfish, stop thinking about ourselves in an individualistic manner. But we have to look at country. We cannot destroy our country because we may be in love with one political party or another. We have to think country. And the country requires that we stand up like men and women and make the tough decision. Stop it now. Don't abdicate our responsibility. We can't afford to do that. Because it's a binding obligation upon us, because we are the leaders of this society. Because the country to function, to run, it runs on us. And we operate based on confidence. But we do not have the confidence as a business community to get up every day and go and invest. And why our country continues to slump, and it's in free fall now, it's because international investors don't have the confidence in the manager of the economy to invest their money in Barbados, so they're not going to do it. We aren't doing it, and international investors won't do it. So where are we? We are in deep, deep trouble. Come on, man. Come on. Get up. Let me get up and deal with this. It didn't call for a lot of long talk. It's time for action. The fight is for our country, where every one of us have an opportunity to do well. We are fighting for each other. We can start paying our way again. We can start earning our way. But it needs leadership. There's none in the government. So where will it come from? It has to come from the business community. There's something else that we have to consider here. And like in every business, decisions are about timing, and decisions have to be made in a timely manner so that they can have the desired effect. What we don't have now is time. We do not have time to play around with this problem. Time is actually against us. So we have to act quickly. My advice to the private sector is this: let us act now. And when I say no, I mean now. We have to change the direction of the country. We have to change the trajectory of the economy. It isn't free fall, it's going down. That is what we need to change. And the only way we can change that is by changing the government. So that the trajectory can start to do that through confidence, through private sector investment, through international investors coming in and investing their money in this economy. I am saying to you in very plain words, the government must be stopped this year, not next year. But that's a very uncertain period we are looking at. If we don't do it this year, I'm saying to you, a lot of businesses are going to close their doors, and we can't afford that, because when businesses close their doors, there's a lot of families that are going to be hurt, a lot of jobs are going to be lost, and the economic activity is also going to decline. So we can't afford to dilly-dally and waste time with this. Come on, business people, get up. Let us stop this now. Our country requires this of us. Let us do it with a sense of urgency. Thank you.